approve the minutes of the June 14th, 2021 meeting as presented.
Councilor Scully?
I second.
There has been a motion and a second. This is a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. The next item will be presented by Councilor Lindsay Smith.
Good evening. Is this on? Okay, cool. I'd like to invite Mr. Johnny Bran up with me. Yes. Mr. Bran, you have served on our board for more than 20 years, and I'd just like to personally thank you, but on behalf of the board, or excuse me, council would like to thank you as well. Is there anything that you would like to say to the community and to your board?
I just want to say and recognize and thank them to Dee Martin and Karen McGinn. When I was chairman for all that time, I couldn't have done the job that I did without their help. It would have been a whole lot harder without those two. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
And thank you. I'm going to go ahead and read the proclamation. And whereas the entire community can inspire, equip, and mobilize people to take action that changes the world. And whereas volunteers can connect with local community service opportunities through hundreds of community service opportunities, including serving on Westminster boards and commissions. And whereas, in recognition of the volunteer service to the City of Westminster, John Bran, who is leaving his service on the Personnel Board for more than 20 years. And whereas, the Personnel Board was established under Chapter 15, 12? I don't know what that one is, but and the city charter to provide for a civil service system under the merit principle of personnel management to afford qualified employees of ability to appeal some employment-related issues to an independent community board, which has been selected by the Westminster City Council. And whereas the efforts of city boards and commissions is of paramount importance to our community, including the work of the Personnel Board. And now, therefore, I, Anita Seitz, Mayor of the City of Westminster, Colorado, on behalf of the entire City Council and staff, do hereby proclaim appreciation to John Bran for his 20 years of service to the City of Westminster as volunteer on the Personnel Board, and request my fellow citizens to recognize John Bran and other boards and commission volunteers for their significant dedicated service and contribution to our community. Signed this 28th day of June. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Councilor Smith, and thank you very much, Mr. Brand, for that years and years of service to this organization and to the community. The next item on tonight's agenda is public comment. The public comment portion of the meeting is an opportunity for the public to communicate with the City Council on any topic they choose. This is not intended to be conversational, but rather a direct communication from the public to their representatives. There are now 4 methods available for participation in public comment. You may testify in person, submit written email testimony, record a voicemail to be played back during the meeting, or request to speak live via the remote meeting link through the City Clerk's office. Please see the posted agenda for details on how to participate using any of these methods available. At this time, I would ask the City Clerk to please summarize the number of participants this evening and introduce our first speaker.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. This evening, we have three people who have signed up to speak in person, which we will get to momentarily in this order. First speaker is Tim Pegg, followed by Kathleen Fuller, and followed by Larry Dean Valente. At the conclusion of our live in-person speakers, we also have 4 voicemails that will be played that were received through our remote voicemail system by the deadline. And we also received 1 email that was added to the packet and forwarded to council today. So at this time, Tim Pegg, if you could please go to the podium, and you will have 5 minutes to address the city council.
My name is Tim Pegg, and I live at 10435 Independence Circle. I was disappointed in City Council's recent no vote on the affordable senior housing development at 73rd and Lowell. Councillor DeMott helpfully explained his rationale in a video posted to Facebook, saying that pollution in the soil presents an unacceptable risk to the senior citizens who would have lived there. But I think this explanation raises more questions than it answers. The spill affecting the development in question was already being remediated in compliance with CDPHE's voluntary cleanup program. There are approximately 34 properties in Westminster undergoing remediation through CDPHE VCUP for a variety of uses, including residential. For example, Schoenberg Farms includes affordable senior housing and was approved in 2016. What makes the site at 73rd and Lowell special?